Hello everyone, it's Marie from Skeletorama again. Welcome back to my channel. How's everybody doing? I am doing great because I have put up one of several new kits that will be coming on Etsy that are going to be designed to go with the different Celtic Heritage digital journal kits. And of course the first one is going to be Alba, Scotland. So what it is it's postcards and papers set. So I have here some books, some postcards. These are scans of actual vintage and antique postcards and book pages that I have in my personal collection. So a lot of these you're not going to see anywhere else online, which is cool. But I have some different antique postcards, have some vintage. This one's really cool. This is a photograph. And when you flip it over, it looks in the kit kind of like I put the back on upside down. I didn't. It really does go this way. So it's, it's upside down if you go this way with it. But some really cool ones. I love this one. So pretty. So anyways, a lot of them have writing. They're all paired with their original backs as well. So those are unique too. And then I have some scans from some different books. This isn't all of them. Some of them are from book pages that I have. There's a bunch of pages from Macbeth, of course. There's pages from an English dictionary. It doesn't have like a full definition, and God forbid you get any pronunciation because you wouldn't understand it anyway, I swear. When I see that, it's some new kind of phonetic thing they put in dictionaries now, I guess, and I don't comprehend it at all. So I depend on native speakers to get my pronunciation. But anyways, those pages are in there, and then pages from these. So this is probably the crown jewel of my collection. Now this, I think I showed it in another video. This book is from 1875, so it's almost 150 years old. Absolutely beautiful book. The spine used to be attached before the post office had their way with it. The covers were attached as well. They are no longer. See, here's from the poor spine. So this book is going to probably be an experiment in repairing books as well. So if I have any luck with that, I may do a video about that as well. But anyways, I did take some pages. So this is a Scottish nation. So what it is it's histories of the different families of Scotland and some of the notable people in there. So this particular one, and look at these illustrations, they're so gorgeous. This particular one goes from Smith all the way to the end, and it has a few appendices type things in there as well that I was able to pull from. But and of course, being a Stuart, I got the one that's going to have Stuart in it, because why wouldn't I? The cool thing is it has William Wallace in there too, so I put his pages, I scanned those and put those in the kit also. And then I did scan the cover and the back of it because they're just so pretty. The spine leaves something to be desired. It's just shedding all over everything. There is, they did bend this, but other than that, it's a beautiful book. And of course, I also have this one upside down because I'm an idiot. This one is Mary, Queen of Scotland and the Isles. I just did the very front title page of it, and just because it's still bound really well, and I don't want to flatten it in order to scan it. But at some point, I may end up scanning some of this one. And then this book here, which is also from the 1800s and is gorgeous. This is Tales from the Borders. So this is basically a bunch of different, this guy way back in the old days, 1800s, went around to different places in the Highlands and just kind of collected stories. It's John Mackay Wilson. And there's tons and tons of cool stories. And these pages are just aged so pretty. This one's falling apart. The nice thing is this way, when you have them printed with the kit, you don't have to destroy the book itself, which is good because I'm a huge book nerd, and the thought of, say, tearing this apart would just absolutely break my heart. Even though it's missing its spine and its back, I don't care. It's still just gorgeous. And this one has a dictionary from Scots into English. So you've got Gaelic, which is more Highlands, Scots, which is more Lowlands, although Scots is everywhere, obviously in Scotland. So when you're seeing like Scottish Twitter, they're not misspelling anything. That's actually how you spell those words. But I put a page or so of this in there. So lots of cool stuff. And get this stuff here out of the way. Now, along with the Scotland kit, next I will be doing a kit for Ireland, and it's going to be the same thing. It's going to have, I have some postcards on their way, so as long as they're pretty, that's going to go in there. I have some antique books of Irish history and book pages of Irish history. Those will be going in there. Lots of stuff in Irish Gaelic, so that'll be in there as well. And then the one for Wales. So Wales is a little harder to get your hands on things in Welsh, but I'm trying. I've got 2 books, so I'm scanning pages from those and trying to get some more stuff for that. And then even more fun, over the next couple weeks, I should have coming in a couple of books in Scottish, so Gaelic. Bitulia Gashin Nahoch, Skrufta an Gaelic, which means there's more to come, written in Gaelic. So that'll be great because, yeah, getting your hands on Gaelic book pages is rather difficult. So I'm having to kind of depend on reprints because otherwise they're very expensive. But so we'll see how that goes. But I'm very excited to do that so that way, if you're doing a Scottish journal, you can do your tags, different things in a non-destructive way in the actual language of the people. So that's the best. So anyways, we're going to take a look at some of the elements. I did not print the whole kit. It's 39 pages. And so if you go, I'll put a link to my Etsy shop and the actual kit itself. And the kit kind of breaks it down in the description. It'll tell you how many of what and whatnot. And I've printed this on 3 different kinds of paper. So first you have the postcards. And of course I do these on cardstock so that when I put them together, they'll feel more like their original counterparts. And I will be doing a quick tutorial during this to show you how I do that. But basically, because it's super hard, right? You cut this out like this, you ink the edges, you score it here, and then you fold it and you glue it together. And the double layer of cardstock will then give more of a feel of an actual postcard without you having to have the actual postcard, because these things go for about $5 pop. So we have those, and there's that picture that I was telling you about. Let me grab the original. Actually, for fun, we'll put the originals right next to the postcards on here. So there's that one, and that one. And of course, there's a couple more, but I'm not going to dig all of them out for you. But as you can see, this is a very faithful recreation of the real thing. And here's the backs right there. So some of them have writing, which is always interesting to kind of get a glimpse into, somebody's life for a second. It's kind of cool. But see, this looks like you would expect this to be this way. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. So the postcards are done on cardstock, and then the book pages I did on 2 different kinds of paper, just to show you how they look. So these are done on regular copy paper, and we've got the Macbeth ones, we have the dictionary ones, we have the book cover, which, as you can see, my printer is still fighting with me over what colors look like, but there we go. I did have to shrink this down just a tiny bit in size, but not by much. And then, of course, we have the newsprint. So newsprint, of course, I have everything next to me, and I keep putting stuff on top of the stuff I need. Why am I like that? So newsprint comes like this. So this is 500 pages of it, and it's just newsprint paper. And this is kind of like the, scratch paper you would get in, I don't know, 1st grade, 2nd grade to kind of write stuff on or do your math calculations on, what have you. But the cool thing about it is, with the texture, when you print on it and tear around it, it actually feels a lot more like a book page than copy paper. Copy paper is fairly thick compared to this. This is more of the rough texture of it. Let's see, this is one of the illustrations from Tales from the Border, which is gorgeous. I mean, look at the aging on that. That's real. I have not done anything to that. This is from a different one. This is from Scottish Nation book right here. As is this, and this, and this. And so these are great because you can just tear these and you can use all the different stuff with the actual text, but you're not actually destroying the book page. I'm still going to preserve the book page because, I mean, it's lived 150 years. We need to keep that going a bit longer. So anyways, that's those. So what we're going to do real quick is we will take, we use this one. I'm just going to show you how I do these. So again, I have my Tim Holtz scissors. You want the tonic logo facing away from what you're cutting because the serrations, the micro serrations be on this side. It won't have them on this side. And literally all you do is you cut the postcard out. Couldn't be simpler. So the one that makes me real sad is the stuff from Wales. It's really hard to get your hands on ephemera from Wales. So I'm working on it. Every time you do a search for it, of course, you get the Prince of Wales. No. New South Wales, which is lovely, but no. And then somewhere in Florida. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm sure it's in the name of the town or something. All right, so I got the postcard. And I'm going to get my distress ink because, of course, if you've got an antique postcard, it's not going to look brand new on the edges, right? So what this does is this takes that white edge and it knocks it back so that you don't see it. And it kind of disguises any small mistakes that you made when you were cutting it out. Okay, so we got that. And then I just take my scoreboard. I don't even have to fold it out for this. And I'll line up this line, with some lines here. And I'm going to score gently right down the center. And so with scoring, one of Gayle Agostinelli's subs gave her a great way to remember it, which is how I remember it. You want to turn a valley into a mountain. So if you're scoring down, this is the part you want to be folded up. And we're just going to fold this and burnish the edges a bit. And there you go. And then you glue it together, and depending on your cutting skills, which mine, it just depends on the day and the amount of caffeine, you can kind of trim it up, clean it up. But yeah, when you glue this together, it starts to feel like the real thing, which is super awesome. Okay, so I had to edit a little bit because of course I dropped everything. That was great. So this is the kit here. And it is live right now on my Etsy. And so again, link will be in the description below. This has, I believe it's 17 postcards. So it's quite a few postcards, lots of book pages, lots of stuff for you. And then keep an eye out for the Ireland, for the Wales, and then for the one that's coming, Scruft an Gaelic. So in Gaelic, in Scottish Gaelic. For those of us who mix the two up all the time. But so that'll be coming, and I will see you guys in the next video. Ephemera Add On Kit. Bye.